Welcome, everyone, to Next Level Leadership Impact. Yes, yes, yes. I'm Lady Sylena, your moderator for this evening. Next Level concluded just 4 days ago. I can't believe that it's over. And we're back to the room where it all began. This year's theme was Exponential Growth, and we're going to continue in the same momentum. Tonight, we're revisiting the highlights, strategies, and takeaways that will keep your growth moving upward and forward. I'd like to share some testimonials from Next Level Leadership, what I thought was really impactful. There were several things, but one, I want to talk about the growth. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it already, but it's goals, reality, obstacles, will, tactics, and harvest. That was one of my greatest takeaways. I love acronyms. And also, we did a pinning ceremony. And tonight, I do want to continue that because one of the young ladies who was not able to be here to be pinned, she's here tonight. So I want to pin Sister Kimberly Allen. Can you come on up? Now, let me tell you what the pinning ceremony represented. And I think that this is so eventful in terms of how we do things here at the House of Judah. It's coming off, don't worry, Kim. There you are. You are a next level leader. You do know that, right? Kim is a business owner and a published writer. Yes. So that was another takeaway for me. And then it just actually overflowed into Sunday morning worship. Oh my gosh. I don't know where to begin, but I think that it's so important that myself, in terms of being to all of the Next Level Leadership events, to really still be inspired by them, to feel that my life is still continuing in growth. Everything that Pastor teaches, I take it personally as well so that I can continue to be what he needs and what the ministry needs, but most of all, what I need. Is that good? Excellent, excellent, excellent. So let's see. Now that I've given my reflection, I want to bring up our host of Next Level Leadership. Please welcome Pastor Steve to the main stage. Hey, Pastor. You messed up my lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm consistent.
Yes, you are. Now, Pastor Steve, before we dive into your reflection, let's have a little fun. Can we have a little fun?
I don't know.
Oh, well, whether you know or not, we're going to do it, okay? Just so you know. Now, because we talked a lot about systems, structure, and exponential growth, let's first see how Pastor Steve thinks on his feet. I think you have to stand up for this one. Just joking. You can sit down.
Can Gerard help me?
We may have some help from the audience. I don't know, Pastor. I didn't write the script.
Can I call a friend?
No.
Can I call a friend?
You can call a friend, I think. Right. Okay. You ready? Yes. So I'm going to say a word, and you tell me the association with it. Pre-production.
Work. No, and when I mean that, it's just one word I got to say?
Well, it's up to you, Pastor Steve.
No, I think because pre-production is people looked at Friday, Saturday, and they think that was it, when really this is, if you go back to Amber Taylor, she'll say like a year, right? But this has been a project for the past 5-6 months. Yeah. And it wasn't just me. It was a team of people making the look what it was. Yeah. Making the food what it was.
Well, thank you, Pastor.
Yes. And to get the volunteers involved, from painting to decorating.
Okay, well, that was your next one, decor. Yeah. So since you said decorating, jump right in.
Yeah, I mean.
What did you feel about the decorating?
Oh, it gave us, you felt next level when you walked in the room. Especially that I called it Club Judah in the back.
Okay.
It was like a lounge.
It was beautiful.
It was a lounge. It was beautiful. It felt welcoming.
It did.
But at the same time, it felt empowering.
Okay.
It wasn't soft. It was like, I feel like I'm going to grow here.
Okay, so you're talking about the VIP experience.
Yeah, VIP.
Okay.
And then even the sanctuary in terms of the main stage. Mm-hmm. I mean, we literally transformed this space into a leadership space.
Yeah, but the lounge scene was the VIP experience.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, good.
That's correct.
So you just described that already.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You did it. You ahead of me, Pastor.
It's all good.
Okay, so since we're talking about VIP, what about the power seats?
Oh my goodness, that was genius. And just so you know, that was not my thought.
Really?
That was Amber Taylor. Amber Taylor said, Pastor Steve, we're doing power seats. I said, okay.
Okay.
That's how it went. I mean, she had these creative juices flowing.
Yes.
To create a more pop.
Yeah.
To the VIP experience.
Yeah.
And then to have our guests from Travis Stewart to Laquan Dice to Pastor Antar Muhammad to add some sauce and then the food.
Okay.
I can't go there either.
Well, that's not one of the food is the last thing, so not yet. Okay.
Wait on that.
So tell me about the pre-show. What are your thoughts?
Listen, the personalities of Brother Joshua Daniel
JD.
Rivers and Vivette Dukes, they were genius. They were phenomenal.
Yeah.
They lit the room up.
They did.
One with their personality.
Yeah.
And then with those radical questions.
Yeah.
It was totally I think it woke everybody up.
It did.
And it made everybody like, oh wow.
Right. This is gonna be more. Yeah.
Yeah. And to include people outside of Judah, like Pastor Falcon was a part of that.
Yeah.
And a few leaders that have been a part of Next Level previously. I thought it was genius.
Okay, now I know you know about this one, the worship and praise team.
Oh, what? They were fire.
They were.
He's in the room.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Careful.
all of that.
Careful, Pastor.
I mean, they were genius. And people don't know, they were rehearsing in Queens and Judah to accommodate all the singers, because some of the singers live in the boroughs. So to accommodate the singers and the musicians, they were rehearsing in Queens and at Judah.
That's team.
That means Zoom calls to make sure we were in alignment and on one accord. I thought they were fabulous.
So you feel like they executed your vision?
Yes.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Excellent.
And the presence of God was in the room.
Oh, Pastor, it was.
Without the principles, if you have principles without God's hand on it, it's just...
It's a club.
It's not the same.
Right. It's a social gathering.
It's another meeting.
Yeah, social gathering.
Yeah.
Good. Exponential growth teaching.
Which one?
Whichever one, Pastor Steve, whichever one you want.
Dr. Dice, I called him, I think Saturday evening. I said, you was in your bag.
After.
That guy was, this is what I told him.
Right.
Education. I said, who does that?
Yes.
And he was phenomenal.
He was.
And the thing that, he made it so simplistic. And it was like, you could apply this to your home, to your business, to your ministry, and that's what caused him, to me, to be effective. Pastor Antar, I call him Baby Jakes.
Okay.
Right, he to work team and then minister to people, especially leaders, that are hurting on the inside.
Yeah.
And to have the altar call the way it was,
Yeah.
I said, this is what Next Level is all about.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Did I answer the question?
You did. You answered 3 questions, so that's fine, 3 words. But last, obviously, there's one more after this. Travis Stewart, what do you think about him?
Oh, he is the president of the United States of America. I thought he is. I tell people all the time, people tell you where they're going.
Yeah, absolutely.
By how they move.
Yes.
And looking at Travis Stewart, you have a sense of where he's going to be in the next 5 to 10 years.
Absolutely.
That is scary.
Yeah.
But I think to have him connected to us is just, it's a ridiculous blessing because he's genius.
And he's personable.
He's open.
He is.
He's open, and he has so many nuggets.
He does.
He's a resource.
But Pastor Steve, you know what I found out? He's never had oxtails.
We got to fly to Jamaica.
Well, Pastor Steve, so we actually have a solution for it. When we have our post-Thanksgiving family and friends, we're going to invite Brother Travis Stewart so that...
He'll have everything.
So that he'll have everything, it's true.
Yeah, Daddy had arroz con pollo.
Right, he'll have
everything.
He'll have Jean, he'll have everything, so all ethnicities will be here.
But he never had oxtails?
Pastor Steve,
I got to pray for him after service. I got to pray.
Okay, he's never. So tell me, I know you love the food, but tell me, what was your favorite part of the food? Was it Friday, Saturday, the leftovers from Sunday?
Well, I'll say Friday first because I know you played a role in Friday.
I played a role in Pastor Steve.
No.
I played a role in Friday. I played a role in Saturday, and I played a role in Sunday.
You was really strong for Friday, so I know.
Thanks, Nikki. We were really strong for Friday.
Those appetizers, those
the shrimp burgers, the sliders.
The sliders. That was because I remember the testing of the sliders.
Yes.
to have that and see people eating more than one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was very good.
It was
Saturday was good.
Okay.
Because I said I'm not leaving without eating.
Yes.
Because when Sunday, there's a certain part in Saturday where I just hit a wall.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
your
think,
adrenaline.
I think everybody was leaving.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to eat.
Yeah.
And after I ate, I was like,
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm ready to sleep. I
Right.
said, Joshua, take me home.
Right.
And it was just, everything was phenomenal. The service.
Oh,
The service.
Oh my gosh, the young
You can't
adults
beat
and
it.
our
You can't beat
teenagers
it.
serving.
You
Yeah,
can't beat
they did a phenomenal job.
You can't beat it.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, they were excellent. They were excellent.
And you know what? I think that the food was served with love. It was made with love.
Yes.
And obviously it was eaten with love. So
And lady, it was organized differently. I loved the setup. I was talking to Christine about it. The setup, especially in the multi-purpose room, it was classic, and it made the service go even more. It was a flow. It was a flow.
Okay. So good. Well, Pastor Steve, you did good. Thank you so much on your word association.
Yes.
Now, one of the things that made this year's Next Level Leadership so impactful wasn't just what happened on the stage, it was what happened behind the scenes, the execution, the details, the creativity. It all came together in a way that elevated the entire experience. So I want to bring up two women who helped carry Pastor Steve's vision and make it tangible for all of us. Right. Christine, our event manager, and Amber Taylor, our VIP coordinator.
Bravo.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
So, Christine.
Yes.
Yes, every major experience starts with a vision, but turning that vision into a reality takes alignment and leadership. From your standpoint, what does taking a vision and building it out with excellence really look like?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, Pastor Steve always has a really big vision for the House of Judah and for the people that we serve. And the moment I hear his vision, the moment I hear his theme, I immediately just start to record him on my phone because I don't really like asking him questions after. I like to just go. We're very high level. We're very high level work ethic here at the House of Judah. So I record him on my phone, and then I think about what he says, and then I open my notebook, and then I start writing down notes, and then I'll re-listen to what he said, and then I'll start to formulate the deck. And the deck is basically our Bible for the event. And the deck outlines everything that he said, plus the team's details that we add onto it. So aligning with his vision I have to make sure that I'm aligned with his heart. And I trust him. Because I can't align with him and not trust him. And I can't trust him and not align with him. So they go hand in hand for me in order to give him what he needs and for what he asks for. Because ultimately, God speaks to him for the people.
Right.
So if
And
I'm not
believe
effective in making sure that his vision gets carried out, then we're not an effective body of Christ.
Excellent. So what were some of the intentional leadership choices or systems you implemented this year that helped take the conference to a higher level?
Ooh, we brought on new people.
Yes. Yes, you did.
And we had to convince Amber Taylor to work with us this year because every year she tells me she's taking a break. And I'm like, no.
Well, that makes sense because there's really two big events that she really works with you.
I agree.
Yeah.
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 So what?
Okay. Exactly.
No, can I add to that?
Absolutely, Pastor.
Because I saw how the great woman's experience when she was there, she said, I need a break. And then when we was in next level mode, I think around June, July, so June.
We launched June.
And Christine asked, who's your strategy team? I said, of course you. And then I said, Joshua Hemming's got to be a part of that. And then I told Charmaine, I said, where's AT? Amber Taylor. So I said, I'm going to talk to Amber Taylor. I said, Amber Taylor.
He did.
I said, Amber Taylor, next level. Are you on? Yes, Pastor Steve. I said, Christine, Amber Taylor's on.
So I think working with people that also trust you and understand the culture and the vision of this organization will help carry the vision even more so. Yeah. Because if you're working with a team that's not aligned with me, who I'm aligned with him, it's chaotic.
That is correct.
Right.
And it's going to be ineffective. Yeah. So one of the things we did, we brought on a really strong team, and then we made sure that they had a team. right? So I leaned on everybody on the team, but Amber, we built her team, and I gave her some names who I think that I would know that she would match well with. Midori, everyone knows Midori works right beside me. Midori, I want to just talk about this newspaper really quickly.
Do. Absolutely.
So,
good addition, and that was this was the first year.
This was a new edition of what we thought would be a good additive to next level leadership. So what happened was in the summertime we were supposed to have a photo shoot with Pastor Steve and Lady Sylena, and the photo shoot was supposed to include him, Pastor Steve, holding a newspaper or a magazine that said next level leadership. So I'm like, Midori, how are you just going to get one newspaper to say next level leadership? That's like impossible to print. You know what I mean? And so I called around to some local print shops, and they was like, Christine, why don't you just do a magazine cover? We can make a magazine cover for you. And I'm like, oh, okay. But she really wanted a newspaper look. So then I researched a newspaper company that would print newspapers. And I'm like, we can't just print one newspaper. So I was like, Missouri, why don't we make it like a program? And so I said, Missouri, this is your idea. You have to carry it out. I'm not doing it. I'm there to help you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you move this that way and do this way. But I'm not doing this for you because this was your vision. I'm not about to carry out your vision of what you saw, what God placed inside of you. That's not my job. That's not my job. My job is to build her up, equip her with the confidence, and give her the resources that she needs to make it happen.
And she did.
And she did it.
She did a great job.
Thank you, Midori Lynch.
Yes.
Mimi, a.k.a. Mimi.
Yes, excellent. So just talk to me briefly about the team unity.
Big. That's huge.
Yeah.
I think, and Amber could probably speak on this too, we have very high-level meetings where we really...
And when you say we, who are you speaking of?
Myself, Amber Taylor, Joshua Hemmings, and Sister Charmaine, Deaconess Charmaine. And from the very onset of the meetings, audience, I made sure at the top of every agenda, it said what he wanted, Pastor Steve wanted. And it says, for the attendees to leave with hope, passion, and prepared to boldly step into growth. And then Amber will say what we have for the VIP Power Seats, VIP conversations. I just wanted us to be very intentional at our meetings.
Yeah.
We really don't have time to waste with, I don't know. No.
It's not solution focused.
Yes, very high level.
Yeah.
What are we doing? How are we getting there? And what resources do we need to get there? And let's focus on what we can do versus what we can't do.
Yeah.
When Amber and I first sat and we discussed what rooms would be used for what, and she was like, Christine, people complain about the size of the multi-purpose room for the VIP. So I said, why don't we just move to the fellowship hall? We could do that. Solution.
Yeah.
We work in such a way that we understand each other's personalities, and we understand that we're about getting it done. And the attitudes and the emotions, we don't really rock with that. And we got a male on our team, Joshua Hemmings. So he ain't really rocking with all of the attitude and emotions.
Thank you, JD. Joshua,
he's
sorry.
not
Joshua
really
Hemmings.
feeling
JH.
all that.
Right.
And everyone knows that I've been working alongside Joshua Hemmings for 5 years.
Wow.
Literally
side by side.
So
it seems like what I'm hearing is that with each of the persons that were on the team, you also have a rapport.
Yes.
So it made it easier for it to flow, right?
We know Joshua because of Amber Taylor.
Right.
2019 Next Level Leadership.
Right.
As soon as I met him, I never let him go.
There you go.
Never let him go.
No.
We never let him
go. Right.
Yeah.
Well, he got stuck here because of COVID. So COVID was to keep Joshua Hemmings here.
God knew what he was doing.
How he had to do it for him, right?
Yes.
So excellent. Thank you.
Can I add something? Lady, I think this is very important. It was a team that was not in their feelings. And I think
that's important.
You need leaders that's going to execute.
Yeah.
And they know how to execute.
Yeah.
And it's very important that you don't have to babysit. I never had to babysit them.
Yeah. Pastor Steve, how many times you came downstairs every day just to peek at what we were doing?
No, I was looking at
He wasn't babysitting though.
What were you doing?
He was being nosy, right?
I was being nosy. I wanted to see. I said, how is this going to look? Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
I love.
He doesn't like surprises. He likes Pastor Steve, the one thing that I know about him, I like surprises. He doesn't like surprises. I don't want anything. I want to hear about your sermon Sunday. I want to hear about what you're talking about, next level leadership.
Not at all.
I want to be, this guy, What you making? Well, what are we doing? What's Christine doing? Babe, I don't know.
Right.
So, yeah, that's him.
And
So we know it's you.
It's not that I
That you
don't
don't
trust.
no, I know you trust.
I want to see the room.
Yeah.
And plus, if I'm ministering in the room,
Yeah.
I want to feel the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that Friday, really Thursday, when I'm here, I'm walking through the room.
Yes.
Right? Because I got to work the room.
Yes, you got to work the room, Pastor.
So yes.
Excellent.
So yes.
Thank you, Sister Christine.
You're welcome.
So Amber, our VIP coordinator, this year we saw a major elevation in how our VIPs were served and engaged. From the power seats to the personalized touch points. What was the leadership strategy behind creating that experience?
So I think that strategy came from our initial planning meeting with Pastor Steve when he gave the exponential growth and the growth framework. I remember telling him, this is dynamic.
Yes.
This is dense.
Yes.
So from there, I knew that the VIP experience had to elevate and be just as dynamic and just as dense. And I really ran with that as a theme to just execute every point of the VIP experience to make it to what it was. And that just kind of stayed in my head, in my brain, as I was creating this experience.
Excellent job. Well
Great
done.
job, Amber.
Thank you.
And team.
You ready for next year?
Amber, you and your team were very intentional about making sure the VIP moments felt clear, tangible, and personal. How did this align with Pastor Steve's vision, help you guide those details? Okay, tell us.
I think aligning with Pastor Steve's vision, just understanding the culture of THOJ and Pastor Steve as a leader. So even for myself, I knew for my team, I wanted to train them high level. So I took the time to do like a 7-page training guide and went through every little detail with them, down to how they should dress, how they should serve, how they should smile, the words, everything. It was very detailed so that they're well prepared. They understand me without having to have so much one-on-one time with me. So that helped a lot to align this vision together with just having everything in order.
Wow.
That was
Yeah.
excellent.
And
Thank
the
you.
NLL mentee was a nice touch, Amber, I must say.
Yes.
So, Amber, for other coordinators and administrators watching, what advice would you give them about taking ownership of a vision, but still staying submitted and aligned to leadership direction?
Yes, that's a big question. So my first thing I would say is you watch your leaders. They're your models. Pastor Steve is my model. Lady Sylena is my model. Sister Christine's my model. So I see how they take ownership and how they submit first. And then also I think ownership is taking accountability. You're entrusted with the vision, but you still have to be accountable.
Yeah.
And what that means is I have this vision. I'm trusted with it. How do I grow this vision? How do I nurture it? How do I build upon it so that the impact is way further than what even he imagines? Yeah. And that, I think, is a big part of just taking that ownership and that accountability and trusting that they trust you with it.
Yeah.
So being able to make those decisions and know that this is going to bring it up to the next level.
Yes.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent. Wow.
Excellent.
So you both, okay, great. No, not yet. Almost. You both have talked a lot about alignment and execution, but what's one moment from this weekend that made you feel the impact of what you helped create? That moment where you said, wow, this is why we do it.
You go first.
So this actually happened during Saturday morning prayer. I was going to see a VIP guest, and one of the VIP guests from Friday stopped me right here, and she said, "This was excellent. This is excellent." And then she stopped, and she said, "This is great," and she prayed for me. And I thought to myself, day 2 didn't even start yet. Wow. She didn't get the meat and potatoes yet.
Wow.
You know, all she did was experience the VIP reception.
Very good.
Yeah.
And then Pastor Steve's message.
Yeah.
And she was already filled up
That's good.
and able to, and pour into me
Wow.
in that moment. So that, to me, made me realize exactly, the impact And I also had another VIP guest come in, and she said, I saw your video on social media that told me to be in the room, and I bought my ticket there.
Wow. Very good.
I said, okay, so it worked.
It worked.
She said, I saw you, and I said, I have to be there.
Excellent.
So we already had the impact before, the weekend even started.
Excellent. Excellent.
Good. That
All
was
right,
good, Amber.
Ripster.
Excellent.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Everybody knows my nickname.
Star. Right, sorry.
So I have two as well, really quickly though. The first one I want to say is obviously I was in and out of the room on Saturday and on Friday. However, after the first break, I saw Pastor Falcon outside with his team in a huddle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Talking to them about what was just said. That's what
I'm talking
we
about.
want.
Yes.
This is not just
Yes.
information for you to sit down in your seat, write notes in your notebook, and just keep it there.
Yeah.
This is dialogue for you to take back to your teams and implement so we can attain exponential growth for God's kingdom and for our personal lives.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
beautiful.
That's why I lose sleep. That's why I grind.
Right.
That's why I go so hard,
Yeah.
because that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Now, if we could get 100 of those, that phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put him on the spot. I sent Brother Travis Steward a text the other day, and I was like, thank you. I was just thanking him just for being a part of this weekend. And this is what he said to me. He said, I love the welcome box, the guests, THOJ members, support staff, food, decor, fellowship, family, everything. NLL 2025 was simply an affirming experience from start to finish. Great job to you and your team. Travis, you covered everything. Everything. So that means we did a really, really, really good job, and we impressed Brother Travis. So that's my takeaway.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Christine and Amber.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Good. That's right. That's right there. Okay, we'll get that. Thank you.
There we go.
Leadership and action, alignment, excellence, and execution, working hand in hand. Thank you both for taking us behind the vision.
Yes.
Okay, you ready, Pastor?
I don't know.
Now, yeah, you are.
Okay.
Now let's take that energy and move into our recap from Friday night. Where's this whole journey toward exponential growth? Where this whole journey towards exponential growth began? Friday's message, exponential growth, has been cooking in your spirit for over a year. And I know that personally, right?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes.
How
you had to live with that.
I had to live with it for over a year. For a year, yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it was very good,
It's good.
Pastor.
It's good now.
It's good now, Pastor. You don't have to keep asking me. You want to know about it? Let me tell you one thing. Can I just tell you one thing? You don't want to know? No, I don't want to know.
Are you sure?
I am. Okay. But now, how have you already begun applying that mindset personally?
Oh, you know this. Immediately after Next Level, I'm signing up for a particular, I'm joining a particular organization that is talking about systems.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that I think every leader should have left with, you can't have exponential growth unless you have a system.
Yeah.
And that was one of the major points of it. And immediately, if I'm preaching this, I got to make sure I'm increasing my system. Yeah. So I have to join something that's going to feed me.
That's right.
And I think that's a major takeaway from the Friday night.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So if you could unpack one key point in more detail, maybe something you didn't have time to elaborate on, what would that be?
From growth?
Well, from wherever you want, Pastor Steve, from Friday or a Saturday. One key point.
I think, let's go back, understanding that letter O.
Okay, opposition.
Because you can't get to a will.
Obstacles, right.
You can't get to a will or a strategy until you overcome obstacles. And I think if I remember the statement, sometimes our obstacle is ourselves.
Yes, you did
It's
say
not
that.
even outside of us. sometimes we talk ourselves out of. But once we overcome that, to me, it's immediate growth because you just beat the thing that's been holding you back.
Okay, so obstacles. So how do you overcome obstacles? Because since you're breaking it up into that's the one key point, and that's you feel that that's the one thing that if we can conquer that, then we can do everything else.
Yeah.
How do you overcome the obstacle?
I think, because I'm a pastor,
Yes, Pastor.
people will say pray or worship and praise God. Yes, that's a way. But I believe mentorship. I think you need to be around people that are doing it and doing it well. And once you're around it, I'm not saying you're going to imitate that person. I'm saying you're going to glean from that person, and that person is going to add value to your DNA. And all of a sudden, you're walking in areas that you didn't think you would walk in 5 years ago. But I think mentorship, being coached, I think that's critical to overcome obstacles. I think in your forum, some people may call it therapy.
Excellent.
Either way, you have to be in a room with somebody that's going to help you get out of that hole.
Yeah, and you have to trust them.
Yeah, you got to trust.
You have to trust it.
You're not going to grow unless you trust somebody.
That's correct.
And it's not just trusting God. You have to trust people.
You're right.
You have to.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. So, Pastor, before we continue, I just want to make sure that we invite you. Have one of your guests here tonight.
Yes.
Can I invite him up?
I think you should.
I should invite him up?
Yes.
You sure? You sure?
Yes.
Even though he's never had oxtails?
He never had oxtails. He never had festival.
No.
But this could be
could be an introduction.
This could be his mentorship program.
He never had Jean.
Into
never had
oxtails
He never had
and festival. So I think you should invite him.
Okay. All right. Mr. Travis Steward,
yes.
would you mind joining us? Thank you so much. You shouldn't have told me that.
Yes, I know. It's okay. It's okay. I saw how I got invited to the House of Judah for the third time now.
You saw that?
For Thanksgiving.
You saw that?
So,
Post-Thanksgiving, family and friends. You want to know what it is?
It's going to be somewhere?
It's...
Other than Brooklyn?
It's actually going to be right here at 52 Atlantic Avenue.
There you go.
But what happens is the Sunday after Thanksgiving, right? So what happens is that everyone in the church, well, not everyone, a lot of us are cooks. So we make an extra pot of our favorite dish and bring it on that Sunday morning.
Yes.
And then after we have spiritual food, we all sit around and have that natural food. And oh, my.
There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it. So.
You know, there are two things that I want to be able to do. Lady Selena's my. And Pastor Steve's, when he gets really excited and he goes, if you're with me, scream if you're with me. I'd like to do those two things.
Okay, is that your takeaway?
That's my takeaway. I just love those two signatures.
He can preach on Sunday morning. He can do it on Sunday morning.
Excellent. Pastor Steve, now listen, what was your favorite part of presenting that message, the moment that really stirred you? When you I'm talking about Friday night.
What stirred me?
What stirred you?
Well, I talk with these pastors throughout the year. I speak with them. I have meetings with them. I know what they need. So I'm not going to feed them something they're not asking for.
That's right.
So immediately, I know people have been struggling since the pandemic, post-pandemic, about growing. We got to teach people how to grow and how to grow healthy. Grow healthy. I'm talking discipleship, making sure your team is growing, that is growing beyond the senior leader. So that's how that was formulated in my spirit. To deliver it, finally deliver it, it was exciting.
It was
because it was like, I preach without notes.
Yes.
Once it's downloaded in me, I could roll with it.
Can you just pause right there? So that's something that you always say. You said it has to work in you first.
Yes.
So when you're preparing for next level leadership, how do you ensure that it's working in you first when you haven't really executed the message? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if I'm talking exponential growth, do I see exponential growth in me? Do I see it in my church? Do I see it in my team? Once I see it in those areas, I could deliver it.
Okay.
But if it's not working, I can't deliver anything.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you say see it, so that means that you are foreseeing where we could be or where we are currently?
I see where we are currently to let me know we're about to break through.
Very
And
good.
once we break through, it's a nonstop.
Very good.
You know, there's a statement in business. Once you jump over 300, you're going to jump into 500 like that. Once you jump into 500, 1,000 is just like that because it's habits.
You got your system in place.
Once you have your system in place and those habits are natural now, growth is inevitable.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Pastor Steve, before we unpack Dr. Dice's presentation on exponential financial growth and exponential team growth, let's watch these two clips first.
Okay.
Leaders lead. What does lead mean? I'll tell you. So the Latin word for lead is doucier. Doucier, Latin word for lead. So in English, that means deuce. D-U-C-E, deuce. What does deuce mean? To bring forth. Repeat after me. Leaders lead.
Leaders lead.
Leaders deuce.
Leaders deuce.
Leaders lead.
Leaders lead.
Leaders deuce.
Leaders deuce.
Leaders lead.
Leaders lead.
Leaders deuce.
Leaders deuce.
What does excellence mean? Because to me, if somebody say, I want things done in the spirit of excellence, okay, you have these VIP guests, and to me, I give them all lunch in a paper sack. That's what I grew up on. I'm from a storefront church. That's excellent. Then you come in here, you say, what is this? That's excellent. That's not excellent. That's excellent for me. You didn't explain what your excellence is. You assume I know because I say it. I don't. So you got to be willing to give and receive feedback.
Excellent. So, Pastor Steve, what did you personally receive from the exponential team and financial growth session?
Okay, so let me answer this way. First, this is the first next level with Lady. We get to sit and receive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Usually we're hosting next level and I'm teaching and I'm training the whole weekend. This is the first time we have guests coming in to deliver to us.
Yeah.
So Pastor Antar from Texas first. Can I deal with him first?
Yes, absolutely. But Pastor Steve, before you deal with them coming, can you give us a brief understanding as to why you went in that direction?
One, I know organization and families need financial growth. Dr. Laquan Dice is dear to me. I seek financial counsel from him. So I know it works for me. I'm only going to feed the audience what has worked for me. So Dr. Dice, he's a genius when it comes to finance. Pastor Antar, I've known him, well, going back to us traveling to Texas all those years and building that relationship, I know he's great with building teams. That's what he did at the Potter's House. What is the struggle of church growth? Everybody goes to the pastor. Who better to come to next level leadership and train on the importance of how to speak to people, how to build your team than Pastor Anton? Yeah, he did it.
Excellent.
And he's doing it. Yeah. So that's how I got those two to come.
So what did you personally receive from it?
Making sure from my perspective, making sure things are clear. And whoever's around me knows they call me Steven 2 times because I'll repeat something to make sure you understand what I'm saying. And then I'll come back and say, you tell me what I'm saying. Because I want to make sure the room leaves with clarity. And one of the things I know with leaders, we spiritualize stuff that should be just natural and clear. You know what I'm saying? Like Amber Taylor talked about, she took what she heard from me and made it an excellent experience because she knows what's excellent to me.
Right, because you explained that.
Because I've explained
That's
that.
right.
I tell people all the time, when you join an organization, you have to understand the definition of excellence from the leader.
That's right.
Not from you.
That's right.
Because your understanding of excellence, like Pastor Anton said, may be paper bag, and a McDonald's hamburger, and everybody leaves.
Right.
But my understanding of excellence is 5-star, 7-star.
Right.
I want them to leave. God's house should be.
Pastor Steve, absolutely.
Should be.
I want us to have the best. That's right.
Should be.
That's right.
And
That's
we're
right.
training not just leaders, but we're training young people.
That's
on
right.
what
To expect.
excellence
That's right.
in everything you do.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that they can have an expectation.
Yes.
When they go into any arena of
Yes.
business, whether it's school, they know what excellence
Yes.
is. Excellent. Thank you, Pastor Steve.
You're welcome, lady. That's why I'm here, baby.
Okay, now this is why you're here. Okay.
One of the reasons.
What areas do you plan to adjust in ministry, at home, in business, or personally after this weekend?
Oh, so I've announced this to our church. We're in restructuring mode because in order, and I was telling Brother Travis this earlier, we're about to have ridiculous exponential growth.
I believe that.
So we have to have the players in place.
Amen.
We have to have the new structure in place.
Yes.
The old structure got us here,
Yes.
but it's not going to take us
That's
there.
right.
So immediately, I'm already planning. You know this.
Yes.
I'm already planning. That's like full steam ahead.
Yes.
By beginning 2026, that engine is moving
Yes.
because we have to be all hands on deck.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So I'm excited about that. So the restructuring from the family perspective, Joshua's graduating. That's exponential growth.
Yes.
Boo,
Yes.
boo,
Wait.
we got some more money to
But
put in the stock, boo.
But that's
all
important,
that
Pastor
tuition
Steve.
money, you know.
That's right.
From that angle,
and
yeah.
so from that position, you are starting him off with exponential growth.
Yes.
Because he's graduating without school debt.
Yeah, that's my dude.
So that,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
important too, right?
That's huge.
That's it,
Where
yeah.
he has a launching pad.
Yes.
Where he could start fresh
Yes.
and make his money. I don't know if I'm going to see it, but he's going to make his money.
Oh, we're gonna see some of that money now. Let's not. We're gonna see some
You
of
know
that
what I
money.
mean?
Oh yeah.
So from a family
We got to
perspective,
tie to his family.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, and then lady, just from you,
Yeah.
I see exponential growth with you.
Okay.
From you're not just an executive pastor here. You're a therapist. You're a professor. All of that. You cook every meal for me. You know what I'm saying? You are absolutely phenomenal. And you represent exponential growth.
So since you put me in that statement, let me say this. The one thing that I know this has a lot to do with next level leadership, and it doesn't. So I'm gonna say it anyway. One day while you were doing, preparing for next level leadership, and I was in the kitchen. I think I had already made your dinner, and you came to the den where I was working on some notes, and you said to me, "Thank you for always having a meal prepared for me." But I understood what you meant.
Yeah.
Like, I've always cooked for you, but
Yeah.
I knew that while you are, receiving from the Lord to give to his people, having a good meal is important to you. And because, obviously I'm going to cook for you, but for you to come back and say thank you to me for doing something for you,
Yes.
I appreciate that. So, and I think I said, well, babe, you're welcome. But I really understood what you were saying. So I wanted to say that to you. So I appreciate that you appreciate that I have a meal for you every night.
That's huge. That's huge.
Every night. That's a sermon in itself.
Yes,
Good. Excellent.
Yes.
So now, listen, were there areas that challenge you to seek new education or mentorship? You talked about that.
I talked about that.
How about education-wise? Is that still the same?
That's in the same ballpark. I'll
Yeah.
be sharing with you.
Okay.
sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got another.
See, in order for the church to keep moving towards growth, I can't stop.
That's right.
And I won't stop.
That's right.
And it doesn't mean I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did 10 years ago.
Yep.
Because growth should work yourself out of a job.
That's correct.
So
That's
I'm going to be doing some other things
Yeah.
to ensure that everybody's leveling up.
That's right.
Because if everybody's not leveling up, eventually I become a problem.
Okay. So now,
You understand what I said about that?
do I understand what you said
Yeah,
by it? Yes,
yeah,
Pastor Steve, I
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
So what's one area you'd encourage other leaders to pause and assess, especially from your vantage point as a seasoned leader?
Seek coaching outside of me.
Okay.
In whatever area of your genius you are.
Yeah.
I'm a limited resource.
Yeah.
But there are so many rooms
Yeah.
that you could be in to strengthen your gift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I may anoint it,
Yeah.
But you have the thing
Yeah.
to seek guidance and seek
Yeah.
advice. How can I increase this? And whatever it is,
Yeah.
it could be preaching, speaking, it could be serving, it could be cooking,
Yeah.
it could be singing,
It could be selling houses.
it could be real, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Let's find those rooms.
Yeah.
That's going to stretch us to be more.
Yes.
That's the only way I grew.
Yeah.
I was in rooms that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But in being uncomfortable, it made me hungry.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot
And I
of
think
sense.
that's huge.
Pastor
If
Steve.
somebody could talk you out the room ain't for you.
I see. I see. I see.
You know what I'm saying?
So, Pastor Steve, do you first have to know your gift, though?
Yes, you got to know your
Yeah.
gift. And usually your gift is identified. Like, let me say it like this. If people watch me without me saying where I'm going to be 10 years from now, immediately in their head, I've created a view of where I'm going. Just by my steps, by my walk. If you look at somebody, if I look at Travis, I believe Travis could be the next dad.
Yep, I know.
And you know what I'm
said
talking
it.
about.
Yes, I do know. You said it.
Just by watching
You said it.
You don't have to talk to me,
Yep.
but there's a perception.
Yes.
People look at you. People look at Kim.
Yes.
People look at Ophelia. People look at Brandy and Gerard. There's a
Yes.
perception. You can see where they're going just by their
Yes.
movement,
That's correct.
right? If that's true, your walk is prophesying.
Oh.
Your walk is telling people where you're going without you broadcasting it. I don't have to say. Now, what they may do, because everything is spiritual, oh, Pastor Steve, you're a bishop. No, you'll never see what I really am if you limit to me to the church lingo.
Yeah.
I'm more than that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
But that's how you know where you're going.
Yes.
Just ask somebody. Jesus said, what are men saying about me? And if Jesus' Lord is asking that question, why don't we ask that question? Elder Simone, what do you see about me? Hear it. Because they're
ask
giving
the
you
question.
Ask the question.
Ask the question.
Ask the question. Because it's giving you your
Indicators,
role.
yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Did I answer the question? I think I did.
Yes, you answered the question, Pastor Steve.
Yeah.
Hi.
Very good.
Good evening.
Throw the kitchen sink at him, lady.
No. We like him. We want him to come back, right? Yeah. So the Growth Exchange panel. Wow. Did you enjoy doing that?
I did.
You
I
did? You
Yes,
did?
Yes.
So can you recap highlights and unanswered moments from the Power Seats and Growth Exchange discussions?
Yes. So, we only are limited to time. There's a big clock in the back of the room. I didn't have anything to take the clock out. So I had to improvise. And as I mentioned on Saturday, we had 3 speakers, and they all had an hour.
Yeah.
And in my hour, there were 3 speakers.
Yeah. So, you got like about 25 minutes now. Is that good?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's about how much time I had on Saturday.
Well, if you add the 2 together,
Listen,
that's like 55 minutes or 50 minutes.
I didn't need the GPS to get to the house of Judah today.
Okay. Oh, careful.
So it's getting familiar. I'm learning the traffic patterns.
You learn the traffic patterns. That's good.
I'm learning what streets to take.
There you go. There you go.
I picked up Meninos on the way home
There you go.
Sunday.
Listen.
It's getting real
It's
comfortable.
getting very comfortable. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
You know.
And I just want to give a shout out also to Miss Amber Taylor for the VIP experience. That blue carpet was wonderful.
The blue carpet,
But
yes.
on Sunday, it was raining after service. She came out to the parking lot to say goodbye. It's in the details, from start to finish, making sure that the guests feel warm, welcomed, and wanted. And I really appreciated that. I really did.
You go, 18.
Yeah. Okay,
Excellent.
now to the questions.
Wow.
Well, I got 23 minutes now. So, one of the takeaways from me is that people are running out of excuses. We have libraries in our phones, in our pockets. You have the pillar and ground for truth, the church, bringing speakers to the people to sow into them.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of up to the people. What are you going to do with that? How are you going to get to the harvest?
Yes.
I want to talk about Dr. Dice's financial plans, because to me, there's no better place than the church, the pillar and ground for truth, to talk about finances. I really don't want to hear it from anywhere else. So he talked about breaking down expenses, and he talked about 10% to tithing and that being first. Explain the importance of that being first. To me, I look at income as an increase, because you're at 0 when you wake up. And when you make it, it's an increase from where you were.
That's right.
So what's the importance of giving 10% of our increase first
Yes.
to the storehouse?
Yes. First, from a biblical perspective,
Yes.
it's gratefulness to God. It's not law. Many people will argue the fact that tithing was under the law. When Abraham tithed to Melchizedek, it was before the law. It was after he was blessed, and he sought out Melchizedek to say, here's a tithe. It's a thank you. It's appreciation. The God that has blessed me, not people, not the corporation. God blessed me with this level of income. I'm going to give him first fruits before the government takes it. You know what I'm saying? Before I go shopping, before I pay a bill, I want to make sure God gets what's deserving. In the New Testament, the word is cheerful giver. How can you have breath, know you're not where you want to be, but you are somewhere? How can you receive and not give? Do you feel what I'm saying? So immediately, from a leader's perspective, from a human being perspective, how do you not honor your source? That's how I view tithing. That's how I view that first fruit. God has to be first. Whatever I do, God has to be first. Has to be first. I let him know he's priority. When he's 10th, he's not priority. You know what I mean? But I want God not for more income. I'm not tithing to say I want more money. I'm tithing because, God, you good. And what better deal is, here's $100,000, just give me $10,000 back. What better deal is that? You know what I'm saying? I get to keep $90,000. The issue now is, what am I doing with the $90,000? Yeah.
No, I was just going to say it's important. I know we keep hearing this over and over again.
Yes.
But when we look at the New Testament writings, they constantly repeat the covenant. They constantly repeat God's love. And there's a reason why, so that it can be embedded in our spirits.
Yes.
So it's advantageous for us to keep hearing about what we should do because God loves us.
Yes.
So thank you, Pastor Steve, for continually to say it, to
Yes.
keep saying it so that our children hear it, so our children's children hear it.
So we could break this financial curse that's over families. Yes. The way you do it God's way. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Right. I told a family member this. If tithing was under the law and we don't have to follow tithing, that means I don't have to follow stealing. I don't have to follow murder. I don't have to follow this. You say, no. I'm not saying that. So it's only your economy. That's where you want to stop. That's just that, people are not budgeting and people are not managing their resources. That's why they have an issue in that area. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's true. Before you, can I, is it all right? Because I know I'm on your time.
You could do whatever you want.
Okay. So we have Pastor Nicole. She says, my first NLL experience, I came expecting THOJ's excellence, and it would way surpass my expectation.
Wow.
Sister Kayla Lewis says, God knew I needed this experience. NLL filled me up, and I'm so grateful for my leaders putting me in the room with all of you. Deaconess Vivette Dukes, the VIP experience exceeded my expectations. Every year it keeps getting better and better.
Fire.
I love this technology, how people can just comment on what they're seeing.
Yeah,
it's
works.
Wonderful. Okay, so this was a good one because Dr. Dice got a lot of people that I know in trouble because there's a lot of people that I've been trying to help.
Oh, yes.
through example,
Yeah.
through mentorship. But they didn't want the help.
Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of people that are not getting calls anymore after that.
Yeah.
But it was deep.
Yes.
Unpack that.
Whew. I agree 100% with that from a pastor's perspective, because you want that person to participate in their rescue, right? They're in trouble, but do they really want help? It's an interesting, and sometimes looking at Dr. Dice's perspective, in order for him to help them, they got to pay him, right? Because it's counseling. It's financial counseling. People think, because we in the church, everything should be free. No, if I'm spending time with you, there's something about paying someone that ensures you're going to do the work. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's like a renter having a rented apartment. The way they treat that room is different from how they treat a house that they own and they put money into. Right? So people will find money for secular stuff that's really not blessing them, instead of sowing into an advisor that's going to give me a system to better my financial position. What's more important right now? What's more important is not that gain. What's more important is getting my financial position for my family in a healthy space. Then you could enjoy some fun time. But I think that's a great point that every leader needs to keep them safe. Because I think some leaders die because they're trying to help somebody that's not putting in the work, that don't want it. And I've seen a lot of pastors do that. They serve people that really don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? So you got to manage your emotions towards that and say, okay, no, I'm not going to help. Yes.
No, because one of the things in therapy that we look at is motivational interviewing, and to see whether a person is motivated.
Motivational interviewing.
Yeah,
I
so
like that, lady.
to see whether a person is motivated to change.
Yeah.
There's 5 different levels and 5 different steps in terms of change. So that statement actually fits with motivational interviewing. And it doesn't mean that as a therapist you get to say, well, you're not ready to change, so you can't. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you know where they are.
Right.
And I think that you need to also understand that point in terms of wants and needs. Knowing where a person is, they may need it but don't want it, but it doesn't necessarily mean in terms of therapy that you can release them.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. You still sometimes have to be there, because eventually sometimes they do move to the contemplation stage of change.
Yes.
They're in their pre-contemplation and they're contemplating, and then they start to put their skills into play. So you have to always have that level of opening for them when they're ready, which is the same thing, because once they're ready, then they're ready. Yes. And when they're not, they're going to stay right there.
Lady, that's ministry every Sunday. Like I could be preaching and preaching and preaching, and you don't see change in that person. 5 years later, all of a sudden, I get it now. So
you're motivated. Exactly.
You got to keep being you.
Yep.
Keep being you, and eventually, over time, from a ministry perspective, if they stay here long enough, something's going to happen.
Well, different things motivate people. Different things motivate different people to change.
Yes.
And that's the greatest thing about coming into a ministry that offers different types of services. Yes. Because it could be the worship and praise team, it could be the share team, it could be the technicians, it could be so many different things. The aspect that motivates people to change. So when you have a ministry like this that's open for people to come in and sort of examine different aspects of a ministry, then they can determine what motivates them to change.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And lady, to really answer Travis, it's the leader having a standard.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And you gotta match that standard.
Yeah.
If you really want change, you gotta match that standard.
Yes.
And biblically, if you look at Bartimaeus, if you look at the woman with the issue, you gotta match the standard of what you need. And then you'll get your answer. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You just started something else now, though, with me.
I didn't mean to.
No, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
It's not the oxtails.
It's not the oxtails yet.
Oh, I have another one. Another good one.
I'm sure you do. Go ahead.
Okay. Sister Latifah said, it was my first experience and it was exceptional. And I want to pour more into myself and make a change for myself. I took a lot home with me from this weekend. Yeah.
There's so much to take away, not only just the words that were spoken, but there is a sermon taught just in the actions of this ministry. Like, I've never seen a woman leave the stage without a man coming out of the audience and guiding her off the platform.
Yes.
So now your young men are watching that happen. I am watching you talk about how wonderful it is to have a meal cooked for you and prepared for you.
Yes, sir.
And whoever
Every
she is, her job's getting harder and harder. Which means
But he eats
my job
leftovers.
is getting harder and harder
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because now I have to be the man that God has called me to be,
Yes, sir.
to support her and provide for her
Yes, sir.
and my children and their children and their children's children.
Yes, sir.
So I just think it's special. It's sometimes we look for the miraculous. We look for the extraordinary. And the ordinary, the small details are extraordinary. Like, it's just extraordinary that we wake up in the morning and breathe and everything's working.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
extraordinary.
Yes, sir.
So it's in the details. Sometimes it's not just in the sermon, it's not just in the praise and worship, although that's well and good.
Yes, sir.
It's in the small details,
Yes,
like
sir.
coming out in the rain and saying goodbye and treating your neighbor as you would want to be treated.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
it's
think
special.
Didn't
It's
Pastor
special.
Anton say that? Isn't it good just to be nice?
Amen, Pastor
Just
Steve.
to be nice.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It
We've
goes
lost
a long
that.
way, man.
Yeah.
It goes a long
You're
way.
a nice guy, Pastor Steve.
Well, come on.
No, you
stay
really
focused.
are.
Stay focused, lady.
You're a nice guy. No, we really have a nice pastor. You really are a nice, and you're hospitable. So the ministry really reflects who you are, and you love people. You
That's
know,
so true.
if we could have company every night, Pastor Steve would have company every night.
Pastor Steve, in the position that he's in, chased after me at the Martin Luther King breakfast
Yes, sir.
for Reverend Coverdale.
Yes, sir.
That's how we met. I was
sir.
at the checkout for the coats,
Yes.
and here comes Pastor Steve Mangum, the House of Judah, running after me.
Yeah.
I go to Mr. Saunders, what's this all about? You know, I'm just, 22 at the time or whatever. I don't know what I was. But I'm like, that's special. You make everybody feel special. And that's really nice. You know, sometimes pastors are aloof. You know, you don't know them beyond the pulpit, and that's not you.
Yeah.
That's not you.
That'll
And it
never-
should be cherished.
That'll never be me.
Wow. Should
That'll
be
never be
cherished by the ministry,
Yeah.
for sure. Especially the youth that have access to you and Lady Sylena. That's so powerful. It's so powerful.
We love our
Those are my
children.
guys.
Yeah, well, they love you back.
They
I
do.
mean, you
Preach,
saw on
Mikey.
Sunday how
Preach,
many
Mike.
stood up. You know, that's powerful.
Yeah.
and
You're modeling manhood.
Yeah.
You know, your church is not a majority female.
No, we look to, not just so you, no, just relax. We are looking for,
Yeah.
and I told my husband this,
Yeah.
that I wanted to have 60-40. I've been saying that since we were a storefront church.
60%
I said
men?
yes, Pastor.
40% women.
Yep, from the when we started the church, I said, Pastor Steve, our church should be 60-40.
Yeah.
You remember Pastor Allen? True. How many years ago? 20-something, 23. That's right. I said that, and
Look
I
at
said,
us.
we have to be 60-40 because we need women to know that they're great men
Yes.
that go to church and love God
And love family.
and love family
And make money.
and that part. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we're still working on that 60-40.
Yes,
Okay,
we are.
good.
We are.
But you're doing an excellent job
Good.
you,
in the process.
Thank
I mean,
you,
I
sir.
almost, if I had more time, the clock never gives me more time. But if I had more time on Sunday, I would have asked for the men to just to stand up.
Well, you'll be back.
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
So
Thanksgiving.
we'll have you
Because it was
yeah.
powerful. It was just powerful to
Yes, sir.
see.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's
That's
get back
okay.
to the program.
That's all right.
You
You're
got
still
the
on
Spirit's doing
program.
what the Spirit does. So he talked. I'm going to go to Dr. Antar in a second. I elevated him again tonight. So this is still on Dr. Dice. He talked about how everything a leader touches grows exponentially. And he also talked about how God is exponential, and he exhibited his idea of that in us.
Yes.
And he quoted scripture as well. We have to talk about how important it is to self-reflect in this whole process. Because as we talked about earlier this evening, before we came up here, the seed is only as good as the soil it's planted in.
Yes, sir.
And this is my gardening hat now talking.
Yes, sir.
The people have to receive everything that is being discussed on this platform. And that's a lot to absorb. Sometimes it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5 days removed, maybe months removed before that seed germinates.
That's
Has
right.
to be the right time, right? Soil conditions, temperature, all that.
That's right.
So talk about how it's within us. It's an indelible mark that God has left on all of us, and we just have to pull it out of ourselves.
Yeah. What Antar with Dr. Dice, even you, Travis, with the humor too, it puts something in me, and my wife knows this. When I receive something for the first time, I have to sit with it. I have to sit with it. And plus, how does this work in me? And then what Antar was talking about, what Laquan was talking about, am I doing this? I have to look at me and say, am I functioning in these habits, right? If I'm not, immediately I start practicing. And I just start talking it out. I start working it out. And if I find out I am doing it, I'm like, Steven, you're not bad. You know what I'm saying? But I always look at me because it's not just me. If it's just me, then I could work it or not work it. But because it is me, I have to work it because my wife's involved, my children are involved, my church is involved. And if I level up, it really forces my team to level up. And it forces the church to level up. So immediately, I think it's vital that we add value from these sermons, messages, to apply them and immediately work it. Don't procrastinate. If you don't work it immediately, next year we're going to be at next level, and you haven't worked what we taught last year. But you gotta put faith into action. You know what I mean? Whether you have it or not, move. Do something with it. So I'm going to do something with it immediately. I mean, I'm in action already. I just gave my team a break this week.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why we moved marriage ministry. I'm like, what?
Yes.
It's Friday?
You were supposed to have marriage ministry on Friday.
Why don't you shoot me now?
We were like, wait a minute. So the
I
administrator
need a
said,
pause.
can we move marriage ministry
Yes.
to next Friday? And I was like, absolutely, positively, yes.
Yes. Is that good? Did I answer that?
Excellent.
Very
Always
good.
Wait,
good.
did he do a good job? Is that
Did an
is that
excellent
that's that how
job.
you say it, Travis?
Excellent job.
What's the line? Did I get that right? Is how I want to take that from you.
What's that?
You always say, how did I do?
Oh. I like that. So we're taking things from each other.
Yeah.
I want to
How did I
stand
do?
up
How
one
did I
day. You did excellent. I really do. One day want to do that. If you're with me, scream. But it has to be authentic.
Yeah.
It can't just
It can't be, no, you can't.
No.
Yeah, it gotta be
So
a
one
rah-rah.
day, 50 years from now,
I don't know about
those-
50.
they'll remember it.
They'll
remember
no,
it.
we can do it before 50 years.
So we got to get to Dr. Antar.
Okay.
Okay. And the danger of building your team with fans only.
Oh,
When he said that, it brought me back to the introduction to Next Level 2 Wednesdays ago, where we talked about how, or you quoted a gentleman about, in order to lead the ministry, you got to turn your back on the crowd, or lead the orchestra. You got to
Max
turn. There you go.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to quote the person.
yeah. In order for a person to lead or direct the orchestra, you got to be comfortable turning your back to the crowd.
So that kind of that's connected.
Yes.
So we got to dive into that.
Yes, I think let's start with your team, because this is what he was here for. Your team can't be fans. Your team got to be a team that challenges you. Not disrespect you, but challenge you. They're in their area. The church is at the place. When we first started the church, it was like wherever I needed help, right? People fit in. We're not there no more. We're at the place now, where's your gift at? Because it's at your gift, I will never have to come behind you and be concerned about if it's getting done because it's your gift. It's what you do automatically. So now, because they're gifted in areas I'm not gifted, they could challenge me in terms of how to get there. So they got to be quality leaders. That's not just no. They got to be very confident in saying, Pastor Steve, we could get there, but this is what we need to do. And I'm very submitted to my team. Yes, he is. I'm not Lord. No. I think I'm only Lord over you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Her job is getting harder and harder.
Yes.
Whoever she is.
Are you taking notes,
I'm
Travis?
taking notes. I'm taking notes.
So I think your team is very, because that's who he's talking about. He's not talking about the parishioners. He's talking about your team. And if the team is functioning in excellence, they should be coming to you, like Lady said earlier, with solutions. Don't bring me a problem. You're a leader. You know what I'm saying? You're a leader. If there's a problem, okay, why am I here? If I got to figure it out, why are you there? Do you know what I'm saying? If I got to answer that question, why am I here? You know, we're not at the storefront no more, where I had to answer all the questions. But now we're at a place where we got quality people. Show me how to get there. You know what I mean? As long as it don't dilute what excellence is and dilute what I see. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's very vital that you don't build your organization with fans. Yeah.
And it sounds like even though you're pastor, you have bosses.
Absolutely.
Listen, Midori's my boss.
Yeah.
Christine's my boss. AT's my boss. Ophil's my boss. Janine's my boss. Kim is my boss. Please, the kids are my boss.
Before season 24, I was self-employed.
Right.
Broker owner, Travis Steward Real Estate. Then Christine became my boss.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And now Next Level Leadership. Amber's my boss.
Right.
Josh is my boss.
Yes.
So I got like 3 bosses.
Yes.
I'm like down here on the org chart.
Yes.
Like they're telling me right now, get to whatever's on this.
Travis, you know what's a blessing?
I didn't even look at them, and I know I can
You already
feel
know.
it.
You can
I
feel it, right? Yeah.
You've been around them long enough to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But can I tell you something? It keeps a leader safe.
Yes.
It keeps
Yes.
a leader safe.
Yes.
When it's not just they are accountable to me, I'm accountable to them.
That's right.
So it's an iron sharpeneth iron.
That's right.
It's team.
That's right.
If you're a grade A leader, you're not intimidated
By other
being
grade A.
surrounded
That's
by
right.
greatness.
I want the A's.
It's when you're a grade B or a C
That's
leader
right.
that you want people to be sufficiently beneath you.
That's
Yes.
right.
So that you can shine.
Yes.
That's not a real leader.
That's
Not at
right.
all.
You know.
Not at all.
You know, that's someone who wants to take your light to make themselves look lit.
Come on.
And you have to be
You said
careful
that.
about that.
That's where you say, if you're with
If
me,
you're with me, scream if you're with.
See, but did you see that? He just taught you how to insert it. Yeah, so now you have it. You're getting it, Travis.
I love this church.
And we
I
love
really
you.
do. I really do.
Excellent.
Okay. So he walked in with his wings
Okay. The wingman.
on Friday.
Did you
the
see
wingman.
that?
So he walked in today with a very nice sports coat, white shirt. You'll see in a second.
Okay.
But I saw the wings still,
Okay.
even though it's a different outfit.
Yeah.
So it's about the impression you leave on people.
yes.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
So Mr. Sinclair is a Next Level Leadership attendee and sponsor of our Next Level Leadership notebooks that also have post notes, what are those things? Sticky notes in them.
Do they really?
And we're going to
Yes.
invite him to the stage. We'd love to hear from you in 2 or 3 sentences. Yeah, give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Yeah. Amen.
Sinclair. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
You're welcome. I like those shoes. I like those shoes.
Oh, I'm trying to stay up with you with those socks you had on last time and those shoes.
Listen. You come in the house of Judah, you gotta put yourself together, you know. So and everybody does that in here. This is the best looking church in Suffolk County.
Travis, you building points.
How they say?
I mean that though. You all look good. It's not like you're arriving and you feel like people are, even though we are broken and wounded, all of us. This ministry, everybody looks like they're doing well. They're doing well.
Yes, sir.
From an outsider looking in.
Yes, sir.
For now, I'm not an outsider forever, but Thanksgiving's a little personal. That feels internal, Thanksgiving. But you just all look well, and it's wonderful to see.
Travis is a
To
classic.
see the promise.
If I can add to that, there's
Yes.
what's the word they say? There's levels to this.
What is going on?
This is when you say, if you're with me. Or my. I love it. Because and the reason I know so much of the signatures is because after my own church, I would go to Bedside Baptist and turn on the TV. My church is not Bedside Baptist. Bedside Baptist is going home from church and watching TV, and I'd watch the House of Judah. So I learned about you guys before I was here. So who is watching now from Bedside Baptist and taking things in and saying, I need to find out where Atlantic Avenue is in West Sayville? And I can help them get there without the GPS. So Mr. Sinclair,
Yes.
2 or 3 sentences. Share a standout moment or leadership principle that helped shape and shift your mindset.
Well, Pastor Anton Muhammad, when he spoke about candor and being able to allow people to speak their mind and share their opinions without fear or retribution. That was huge. And Dr. Dice, when he spoke about, like you guys touched on this before, about helping those that want the help. Yeah, that was big for me because my business is basically, I named that after my own personality. So I am used to helping people. And I have lost money
Oh, yes. Talk about
helping people who actually didn't want the help but needed the help.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
You will lose money and brain power helping people that don't want help.
And
That was
brain
a
power.
powerful moment of next level leadership.
Yes.
I have a testimony. Do you want me to read it? I have to ask you.
That's like when people say you have 2 choices, yes and yes.
No, because I'm still on your time, so I'm being
Oh, my
courteous.
time, the clock.
See, I'm courteous.
I got to talk to my bosses about getting more time, And I got 3 of them now.
Okay, all right. You got to work that out.
I got to work through the...
Okay. So O'Neill Washington says, my next level leadership experience is defined by my ability to transform operational challenges into systems, structure, and opportunity. I lead with accountability, discipline, and vision developing. People protecting performance standards and elevating team culture. This phase of my leadership is not just about managing results, it's about building leaders who can sustain excellence without supervision. Leaders lead. Deuce. Enough respect to Pastor Steve and Lady Sylena. So that's from Brother O'Neill Washington. You know who that is.
Yes.
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 Isn't that great? Enough said.
Powerful.
What do you say? Ditto.
Enough said.
You say
Ditto.
ditto.
So, and then I have a few group chats from the NLL. May I read those also? See, I'm letting you be the
course.
boss. I'm giving you some boss power.
Oh, I like boss, but yes, you may.
Okay, there you go. So Pastor Angel Falcone said, we had such an incredible time. During the breaks, I had the chance to share with my team just how deeply NLL has impacted their lives. They were truly blessed. Thank you for your obedience to God and for the excellence displayed, even in the smallest details. Please extend my heartfelt gratitude to your staff for their genuine love and outstanding service. Wow. They created an atmosphere that was beyond welcoming, absolutely exceptional. Pastor Jimmy Williams, I had an awesome time at the Next Level Leadership Conference because I'm so proud of how God is using you for his glory. And then we have Apostle Taylor. May you always be blessed above and beyond. I was so blessed to be present. I'm still downloading all the amazing words in order to harvest. I so appreciate you. Pastor Dwayne, good afternoon, Pastor Steve. The pleasure was ours, and we will have a larger team there next year. It was a blessing and right on time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So
That's powerful. Lady.
yeah. So I know we're out of time.
Yes.
Well, I feel my boss is saying it's okay.
It's okay. All
It's
right.
okay
Well,
to do one last surprise.
Okay.
Before we close. It's a lightning round. And it's no preparation. It's no filter. Just quick fire reflections.
Okay, so I will start with you.
I have to pick the question.
You have to pick yours, right?
Uh-oh. Oh, I ask it.
For
See, Pastor
yourself?
Steve, I'm being prepared.
There you
This
go.
is you did that.
Got it.
It's your question,
It's
they
your
said.
question.
You have to answer
I
it.
have to answer it.
Yeah, you have to
answer.
read it and answer it.
Oh, so I get some time back. Favorite moment from Next Level Leadership 2025? Wow, that's a very hard question. My favorite moment had to be on Saturday during the Growth Exchange, not because it was my panel, but it brought it all together.
Yes.
And it gave the young people an opportunity to ask questions that when you're listening to a speaker, you're taking notes, and you know what you have questions, and oftentimes the speaker just leaves and that's it.
Right.
I liked that people were able to come up, ask their questions, and pull more out of the leaders than what was already there during their initial presentation. So I liked that panel. The moderator was okay.
Pastor Steve, you remember your color?
I'm blue.
You are blue.
Yes. If you had one more minute to present, what would you speak on? I think I'll talk about purpose.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'll talk about purpose, that purpose helps you understand where growth is going to come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'll hammer purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I guess I'm last. Yes. And my question is, a funny moment you'd like to share? Oh, goodness. A funny moment I'd like to share. What was a funny moment? It was all very serious for me. It was a funny moment. Well, you were pretty funny. You kept me quite humored. So I think that a funny moment I would share is when you talked about your shoes. Yeah, I love that because I called them sneakers because I didn't know. Oh. But then I found out that they were shoes and not sneakers, so I had to get it together. So that was a funny moment that I was like, yo, those ain't sneakers. Relax, girl.
Yeah.
Those are shoes, and you need to understand that. That's a difference.
I didn't say that, right?
No, you didn't say that.
Okay.
Of course
That's what
not. But I was informed.
Somebody else told
Well,
you that?
I was informed while you was on the stage.
Oh, okay.
Like, because someone else
But it was
mentioned
friendly.
It was
the way
friendly.
you presented it, I'm like, who's that?
Oh. You know, and I have another funny moment, but I'm going to leave out certain facts because you mentioned selling them. I'll leave it at that.
Right, and they're not in everybody's size.
Right. But I'll leave it at that.
I gotta keep them.
So you mentioned selling them for a purpose.
There you
and
go.
I'm not even going to say what the purpose was for. So
There you
that
go.
was another funny moment for me.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I'm done. I'm done, Pastor. We're done.
That's
yes.
it?
Thank you so much. This was great. This was really great. This is really great.
It is offering time here at THOJ.
Yeah.
Did you love this tonight?
I did, Pastor.
Oh my
I
God,
did.
we got
I
the
did.
wingman right next to me. And listen, I thought this whole weekend was fire. Travis, thank you for all that you are to us. You really blessed us this weekend. You have blessed us, period. You know what I'm saying? But now we got to work on those oxtails. Now, remember to text THOJ to 77977 and give. Lady, I'm giving for us.
Absolutely, as always.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
That's right. Give for us on your phone.
Yes. And you know, Lady Travis Sinclair,
Yeah.
I already have the theme for next year.
All right,
already.
you, Pastor Steve, and please hold it.
Yeah, I'm not going to share it.
Right, don't share it
Because I
with
see
me.
Gerard leaning in.
He's
I'm not
leaning in.
I'm not doing
Gerard's
that.
leaning in. Brandy's
doing-
shaking her head. But you know, I don't know how many of you saw the NLL recap video. Oh my goodness.
that was fire.
That's what day one video actually. It was so powerful.
Yeah.
I love watching Sister Brandy in the back bouncing around.
She running.
She was bouncing and dancing like she didn't even know that the camera caught all of that.
Not
She
at
was like,
all.
oh my gosh. So now her kids can say, look at our mom. Our mom's on IG. Look at our mom. I'm sure. Did you guys see your mom? Yeah. What'd you think? Was it good? Yeah. Did you think she was good, Gerard?
Show your friends at school.
Good. Right.
This is my mom.
Right.
This
Show
is
the
my
people on the
mom.
PTA. PTA.
PTA meeting.
But Pastor Steve, so just so you know, I've already started mentally preparing the next level menu for next year.
Oh,
but
that food.
Yeah, absolutely. The food we gotta level up
I
the
have
food
not
now.
been eating for 28 years. That was food at Next Level Leadership. So if you come for no other reason next year,
Yeah.
come for the food.
They can. That is possible. That is possible. And you know, it was so great because we had enough for leftovers to make sure that we had some on Sunday. You get some on Sunday too?
I got more than enough.
Okay,
goodness.
good for you. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Food, lady. And it won't be here, lady. And it won't be
It
here.
won't be so.
That's the plus.
That's gonna be interesting on how we navigate the food
Yeah,
situation.
we'll
But we'll
figure that
figure it out.
If
We
you have
will
your
figure it
offering,
out.
please lift it up. Those of you that's at home in their living room, den, if you're driving, pull over. We're going to pray for harvest, yes? Father, I thank you for Next Level Leadership. I thank you for all that you've done this past weekend and what you're going to do in our future. For now, Lord, thank you for those that understand how to honor you via their resources. As a result, we thank you for growth. We thank you for harvest. We thank you for exponential growth. In the name of the Lord Jesus, we pray. Let everyone say amen. 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 Any final thoughts? Sinclair, you have a final thought?
Okay. All right.
He's like Pastor
So,
Steve.
the final thought, like when you spoke about growth
Yes.
and the R in reality,
Yes.
is like how you have to incorporate that in your entire brand
Yes.
so that you can imprint that on your clients so you can actually reap your harvest.
Wow. You've been hiding, Brother Devon.
Wingman is in the room. Sir Travis, any final thoughts?
I want some wings. The biblical pattern is what is in your hand. It starts with self. So all of these things that we learn during Next Level Leadership, it starts with within. We have to do self-reflecting. Anything that you want to see a change for, it starts with you. And that's a mindset shift.
Yes.
So Next Level Leadership was just the seeds. It's not something you just want to sleep on and say, okay,
Yes, sir.
wait till next year. No.
Yes, sir.
Let this year be a journey throughout the entire growth process.
All right.
Excellent. Lady?
We'll see you on Sunday morning at the House of Judah, a place of worship to the Lord. That's right, I took it from him.
There you go. There you go.
We love you and thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate
We
you.
love you. See you Sunday, yes?
Excellent.
Glory to God.
Love it.